for my dirty money. Talking wash away my sins like Jesus opened the laundry.
Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. So let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And from Milwaukee, as always, it's Middleton and Giannis at the forward spots. Edwards out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, Grant, as we get geared up for the home stretch, what are you looking for right now?
Well, B.A., health is #1 for me. What teams have their full allotment of players is key. As we head to the playoffs, it's about attrition. Which team can stay healthy?
Now here's Murray. Three-pointer, no good. Antetokounmpo with it. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Edwards, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. They get it back, pass to Gobert. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Well, Jokic often likes to pass from that spot, but he can also hit the jump shot.
From deep three-point range. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Brown, launches a 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Well, for a guy with a scorer's mentality, Murray is almost surprisingly willing to pass the ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Over Murray. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Porter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Coach, after 3 back surgeries in 5 years, it is truly amazing that Michael Porter Jr. is still playing at all.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. And for him to get back to playing at the highest level, he has really stuck with it. And you've got to admire his mental and physical toughness.
Trae Young, he's checked in for the Bucks. And Denver with a change here too. Westbrook, he's checked in for Brown. Porter hits them both. And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan, an assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael, but to many of us in coaching. And he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Porter, following the score by Milwaukee. Lets a 3 fly, drops in the 3. Porter's got it. Bucks trail by 3. And here's Edwards outside. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Murray, no good.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's Portis. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. And here's Edwards outside. Jokic grabs the board. The Nuggets lead by 3. Westbrook outside. To the middle. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. Screen by Watson. Westbrook with the miss. Milwaukee is gone 1 of 4 from deep. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 5.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Gordon outside. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Jokic with a screen on Portis. And here's Gordon from the arc. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Outside Young. Shoots over Westbrook. Young can't hit. And it's Murray with the ball for Denver. It's a 3-point game. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first meeting of the season.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
This is a potential finals preview, as good as it gets early in the season.
So both teams changing it up here. "12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Westbrook. He hits the back iron and sinks it. "4 seconds left. And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Antetokounmpo. Young's got his second bucket of the night. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Michael Porter out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Dario Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strother in at the 2. Denver leading by 3. Well, Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
This goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the score by Denver. Lopez, the screen for 3. Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Denver. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
Here's Young, after the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. He can't get it to go. The Nuggets shooting a fantastic 57%. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
That one's off. We'll stand in the highly competitive West. The Denver Nuggets continue to distinguish themselves.
Well, Brian, they are unquestionably a top team in their conference, and they're proof that smart front office decisions and patience really pays off in the long run.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Edwards comes in for Lillard. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Nuggets understand their opportunity. Coach Michael Malone said, we have a special, unique player, and that window is only open for so long. If we want to try and be a dynasty, we need a standard of excellence each and every day, and it's my job to hold the guys accountable. Ryan?
Yep, and it starts from the top. He's done it well. Thanks, Allie. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Young, way outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Murray. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Bucks trail by 10. Pass to Antetokounmpo to stop the run. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Trae Young. Jokic is checked in for Denver. Watson comes in for Westbrook. That one misses for Antetokounmpo. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Houston. Porter with it. Middleton covering. Back to Porter. Fires for three. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 11. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
Outside Porter. Jokic the screen. Porter the pass to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Porter. Fires the three. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And, you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
Well, it wasn't a pretty game as far as shooting goes, but ugly wins count just the same.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
When I look at Milwaukee, they've surprised so many people with their ability to maintain this astonishing display of dominance. But here they are, the best team in the league late into the season.
Now here's Westbrook. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Jokic finds Westbrook. Jokic, oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
So listen, I mean, whether you put a body on Jokic or you don't, he will sneak in there for a second chance opportunity.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
Man, the defender really went after him.
These are his first free throws of the game.
The last game was a close one. His success from the line really helped them secure the dub.
First one falls. The Bucks making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Gordon, he's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Westbrook.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Middleton against Porter. Puts up a deep three. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo surveys. Gordon with a steal. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
Well, you want your teams to run anytime they can. Porter Jr. doing a nice job in transition.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, Jokic with the block.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Now Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 5. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks very much. I'm here with Mike Malone, and Coach, evaluate this team's execution offensively for me.
Well, I think we're at our best when we can get out and run, but also play downhill. It's a simple game for us. When we defend, that gets us out to run. Now we can play downhill, attack, and share the ball. That's when we're at our best.
Keep it simple. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon. And here's Middleton. Middleton and Giannis, the longtime forward duo. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Porter. The shot misses. Good D by Middleton. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. Oh, the strength of Giannis. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that player.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? On the wing, Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
The first free throw is good. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A., because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
And Murray drops them both.
Well, Jamal Murray, we know, is one of the elite shot makers in the game, and his passing is much improved as well.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Gilgeous-Alexander takes off.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Seeing where the Bucks are, many of us experts earmark them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
No one covering. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's Murray unleashing that smooth outside jumper.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Edwards. Still without a bucket. Pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Takes the 3. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds in the game.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Jokic, no good.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Nuggets really believe in Jamal Murray. Coach Michael Malone said, what I want from Jamal is to be himself. If he does that, all the other stuff will take care of itself. But I want him to challenge himself to be a leader and to do the things every day that got him to this point.
Well, Murray will always put in the work. We know that. Good stuff, Allie.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Murray against Edwards. Murray passes to Jokic. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Bucks trail by 7. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Nuggets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Yeah, he's an above-the-rim athlete. Gordon on the attack.
Outside Edwards. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
And the first one at the line is good. Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Middleton. And a switch here also for Denver. Westbrook's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Bucks. They trail by 11 to halt the run. And another miss by Milwaukee.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Westbrook outside. Edwards against Porter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. The Bucks trail by 11. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander, picked by Gobert. The 3 is up. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Westbrook outside. Murray against Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep. Murray, no good.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Pass to Edwards. Up and over Porter. Jokic grabs the board.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Giannis end to end.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
Outside Murray. Inside. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Murray. Give him 8 points now.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That'll be the 3rd stop of this 4-game trip.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. He misses the free throw. Good on the second one. Just 4 seconds left in the third. There's Young with the three. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Denver up 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for Denver, Westbrook runs the point with Murray to his side. Hayden Watson is out there with Christian Brown. And it's Saric in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Young with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Portis with a screen on Westbrook. There's Young with the three. Nails it from 3.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Watson. Now here's Murray. Clock at 6. Back to Watson. To the wing on the left. And here's Saric for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Brown. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
To the inside. Here's Saric. Missed inside. The Bucks trail by 4. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And he gets it to go.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Michael Malone was going over with his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Impeccable timing from Jokic, getting the positioning he wants and slamming the miss back in.
Edwards, no good. Denver leading by 4. Here's Brown. And here's Gordon from the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
The drive by Murray. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Driving in. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Milwaukee with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Gordon outside. Pass to Porter. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Gordon against Antetokounmpo. And again, Denver no good. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. Going to the line for one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them. The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Murray. Here's Jokic. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Well, we've seen Jokic do this before, coming through in the biggest moments.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Denver. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Murray. Uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
Well, that's the way Murray can create chances. That's why you want him with the ball in clutch situations.
Jacks up a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Edwards. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And it's Porter with the ball for Denver. And out of bounds, the Bucks will take it. .27 seconds left in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And timeout is called by Michael Malone. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. .26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Jokic. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
And here's Porter outside. Oh, he drained it from downtown. And so it's Milwaukee who scraped by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, you said these games start to matter more as you come down the stretch. Can you tell me more about that?
Just coming out here, try to play good basketball, try to play together, and try to get better. You know, we just try to get in that playoff shape and just get better.
Championship always on your mind. Thanks, Giannis.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.